Hey folks, I am Snuffleupagus, and you are here for the finals of the Duos of Dark Halls Fury of Dracula tournament. The hype is building. This is um, potentially. Oh, so quick spoiler: this could be the last. Well, you already knew this could be the last game, but I won for Team Cagliari Carbonara Special by one IDS point versus Geo. So that means this if here we have two teams. Second seed Garlic Farmers versus fourth seed Cagliari Carbonara Special. So since I won the first one, if Andrezot, my teammate, wins this one as Drac, that's the game. That's all the marbles. We win the tournament. If Scotsword, repping team Garlic Farmers as Hunters, defeats Andrezot, we're going to go to a tiebreaker. So it's a super exciting game. Hey Jordy, hola friend. And word on the street is we may get a special co-commentator in a few minutes, so that should be pretty exciting too. We're just waiting for Andrezot to hop in and we'll get going. Uh, and there's the Terminator. So I expect he'll ping me via Discord in just a second. Andrezot put his kids to bed. Oh, there we go. Hello to Terminator. Welcome, buddy. It's it's good to meet you via Discord. I don't know if we've streamed together before. So thank you for coming in, Clutch, and joining me last second and for this momentous occasion.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me all right?
Absolutely. You're coming in perfectly.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I've downgraded my tech last time. My laptop couldn't cope with having the game on and talking, so I'm just using my phone to talk to you now. So it's hopefully it'll be working. So looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too. That works. Let me just turn the
Excellent.
volume down slightly. There we go. Cool.
Cool, cool.
Yeah. So we are waiting for my boy Andrezot. Oh, uh, so he might just be a moment or
Oh,
two. I talked to him maybe 20 minutes ago, so he should be here shortly.
okay,
Um,
cool.
while we wait for this to get going, how did you? I don't actually know. How did you get into the Scotsword community? How did you get into the Fury of Dracula community?
Well, it was just because he started playing Wingspan, basically. Yeah, I was obviously in the Wingspan community and just, yeah, started to watch his videos because he started to do Wingspan videos and, yeah, it's just come along like that. And that's it, really.
Very nice, very nice. Is Wingspan kind of
Hmm.
your go-to game?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, it is. For sure. Yes, I
Nice.
don't play too much else, to be honest. But now, yeah, just starting to dip into Ford for sure. Yeah.
Love it. It's been great having you and having you chime
Hmm.
into the chat and play some casual games and uh, it's been nice to see
Yeah.
your Fury of Drag experience blossom a little bit. So it's great to have you.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh,
Yeah, I just got disconnected on the game, but I've just come back in and hopefully it will be all right now. But,
yep.
yeah.
You're back. Andrezot's
Yeah.
back, so we should be good to go in a hot second.
Cool.
So, uh, say hello, hello. Um, so it's well known, right? Andrezot's my teammate. He's my buddy, so I'm rooting hard for him. I
Hmm.
am the most biased commentator out there. Are you coming in here
Yeah.
doubling down? Are you going to root for Andrezot too? Are you going to be more neutral? Or are you going to balance me out and root for Scott Sword?
Oh no, no, I can definitely I'll read Scotsword because I want the decider. I'm the yeah, I want the deciding game. So yeah, I'll read Scotsword. Yeah.
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay.
Well, you got a lot to root for. I mean, as everyone knows, Scotsford is a multi-tournament champion. He's won individual
Hmm.
tournaments. He's won last year's team tournament. In fact, I don't think there's been a Fury of Dracula Digital Edition tournament that he's played in that he hasn't won. So we'll see if that happens for the
No.
first time.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Yeah, no. Obviously, if I want Scotland to win here so that we can get decided, but yeah, it would be nice someone to win a different to win the whole thing. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yep, yep. Well, all right. I have a feeling we're going to see something called a Scotsword start by
We
Scotsword.
oh yeah, surprise, surprise, yeah.
And indeed, we have a
Hmm.
Scotsword start. Um,
What a
his
surprise.
what is the word? Eponymous? His eponymous start? Am I using that to? That's the
Yep.
right word, yeah. His eponymous start.
Uh, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's nice because
I
it's
think
kind
that's
of
right. Yeah.
balanced geographically, and it leaves room for Mina to scan Austria-Hungary if she is so inclined.
Hmm.
Uh, all right, let's see what the first. Oh, she draws a horse and newspapers. The first draw. Wow, man, Scotsword's getting
Oh
some
wow.
luck.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
So for the viewing public out there,
Is
there's nothing hunters want to draw more early on than horses, fast horses, and there's no event that hunters want to draw more than newspaper reports because it reveals Dracula's trail. So that's a big early win just for Scotchard just based on the RNG.
mm. I don't know if my game was catching up, but it seemed like Andrezot picked his starting location very quickly, but it might have just been my game catching up. I don't know, but
I think you're right. I
um,
think he did pick it quite quickly. I wonder if
mm,
there's anything to be read into that. Um,
mm.
he may be
He's
just
got a
going
plan,
for
maybe.
an eastern extremity, just out of comfort or familiarity,
Yeah,
which could
yeah.
make sense. Um, I did
Mm.
I did that in my game versus Scotland, and he had a little bit of trouble handling it. And I've done Andrezot's done
Yeah.
some eastern starts as well, and it's worked well for him. So I could see that. Um,
Yep.
so one thing I do wonder in the game I just played versus Geo, Geo did this kind of somewhat novel strategy. I think he probably does it more than others, where he put down a saboteur first, then wolf formed, um, in the hopes that I would
Yeah.
newspapers the saboteur and not be able to deal with the wolf form vampire. And that worked very well because I was not able to deal with the wolf form vampire. Since we know Scotsword
Mm.
has newspapers here, I wonder if Andros will consider an early wolf form here as well. Because, the newspapers can only reveal
Yeah.
either the first encounter or whatever's next. Okay, he's not going for that just yet.
Yeah. Okay.
And no misdirect, which is interesting.
Hmm.
Oh man, I'm lagging just a little bit. Oh, whoops. There
Yeah,
we go.
I'm lagging too. So,
Oh, behind the veil. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to take that as a win for Andrezot because it's not hitting a fog. Um, so what do you think in Determinator? Where do you think the starting encounter is?
yeah, I think I'd go east. I think. Yeah. Um, that's the maybe one of the safer bets. I mean, it is a bit massive game. You don't want to do anything too experimental. Just do something sort of yeah, as safe as you can, I suppose. But yeah, the game's lagging for me. Unfortunately, I think I might have disconnected again because it's stuck on.
Oof. Um, well, that's all right. If you have to pop back in later, we'll do our best.
Mm,
Or maybe you could do Discord on your phone and then just follow along on the game on your laptop. Do them separately.
yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. But
Let's see.
it's mm,
Um,
oh, technology. We love you when you work, but when you don't, it won't even let me quit now. Yeah, it's yeah, it's screwed.
We have a
Never mind.
slightly later misdirect here, um, which works. Um, and we have a rumor token on the first one. So that makes me think it's more likely that
Mm,
we're looking at like an it's not an Athens start because he wouldn't be able to do that without misdirecting, but it could be something like a Galatz start, like
mm,
Galatz Hyde or a Varna start maybe under Hyde.
yeah.
Um, or maybe he's doing something a little different and doing like Amsterdam. But the rumor token makes me think Extremity.
Right.
Although I will say another thing that Andrezot's known for doing is doing rumor tokens, like fake rumor tokens. He does like
Mm,
those.
fake.
So I could see him
Yeah,
like
fake
putting
ones. Yeah.
starting somewhere and putting a bats down with the rumor token, um, using it to delay the hunter that goes to
Mm,
get it, and then that hunter won't be able to deal with the next thing on the trail. Oh, it's not.
right.
Okay, well, so much for
Oh.
that.
Oh wow.
Um, so far, everything's coming up Scotsword in terms of the early reveals. Bonsoir. Oh, I missed the I missed the banter in the chat earlier. Did you see that earlier?
It's don't sneeze on the keyboard. Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. I just thought
Sickness. Yeah.
I was literally sharpening fangs, brushing teeth. Um, oh, another thing I missed in the all the talk of the where Drac could be, there was a discard of a stake and a heavenly host.
Wow.
Let me see if I can retcon
Okay.
who would have been the one to do that.
Mm,
Um, it could have been both. It could have been both Godalming, or it could have been Stake Godalming and then Seward Heavenly Host. I'm not sure what to make of that.
mm, mm.
All right, well, Scott was understandably railing up early, and yep, makes a lot of sense. I tend to like to do this
Okay.
rail up. What's that?
Yeah. Yeah. Carry on. Carry on.
I was gonna say I tend to like to do this rail movement like generally almost as a matter of course, but it especially makes sense when he knows,
Yeah.
what Nance is, where Nance is.
When, yeah, when he knows it's not Liberia, he can get up there. Yeah, right. I've resorted to just watching your stream, so going to have a bit of a delay, but at least I can see the game.
Okay, no problem
um,
at all. Mhm.
yeah. Hola, Geordie. Hola, Geordie. I see you in the chat.
Yeah, I think it's just the three of us, since it looks like there's three people following, so it's probably just you, me, and Jordy. But I'll keep it out in case other folks join in.
Yeah, cool.
Um, so for now, no wolf form, which I think makes sense. Um,
Yeah. So
Godalming has horses. Mina has horses. It's quite a good setup for Scotsword. Oh wow, and he jumps on Drac already. What to make of this?
oh, he's so good at doing that, finding Dracula so early. Um,
You know, that's a spot where it was very possible for a hunter to jump on. I wonder if Andrezot has planned for this.
oh,
He looks like he's thinking about ambushing.
man.
What I'm kind of hoping is
Okay.
that he'll be able to like get a quick. Oh, okay, no ambush. I'm kind of hoping there'll be a quick escape as bats here to cause some confusion. Milan's a pretty good escape as bat location. Okay,
Mm.
that's not too surprising.
Okay.
So now Scotsword knows the entire trail because the only way to get to Milan from
Yeah.
Nantes is Clermont-Ferrand and then
Mm.
Marseille.
Yeah. How well supplied is he? That's the question.
Indeed, you're exactly right. We are about to find out.
Mm.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. If I'm Andrezot, I'm hoping for a quick escape as bat. If not, then you're hoping maybe to do some damage and not take too much damage. That's probably the secondary hope. We have no idea what Godalming has other than the horse. So he's got two items.
Right.
My guess is that Scotsword's probably going to just escape if he can.
Yeah. Surely he's gonna do the dodge escape, dodge escape.
Yeah. Or maybe Heavenly Host and then escape. But I think he's going to want there to not be
Mm.
a escape as bat. Strength first. Into a punch. Okay. I like that.
Oh.
Andrezot predicted,
Yeah.
I think they're trying to predict each other there. Okay.
Mm.
So now Andrezot could go for a bite. If he has double fangs, he might be able to guarantee it if there's no knife. Or he could try the bat now. Let's see. Fangs. Whoa! Sorry. Wow. Andrezot's got Godalming's number. Uh, Fangs into a heavenly host. Nice.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh dear. That's wow, that was
That's
very
good.
well predicted.
Good for a couple of reasons. One,
Mm.
Godalming's got a bite, makes him easier to kill. Two, Heavenly Host is out,
Mm.
um, makes Consecrated Ground weaker, and makes just the Hunters weaker because that's a pretty
Mhm.
good item. Yeah, just a
Mm.
lucky thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. And you have to reveal a little bit. Yeah. But only good luck at the moment.
yeah, that doesn't
Oh
tell
God
us
on
too much, but good job,
Mm.
Andrezot sensing what was needed in that combat. Um,
Mm.
Makes a ton of sense. Not easy to
Mm.
guess that. It's risky, right? Because
No.
if you fang and it's not a heavenly
Yeah.
host, you're not going to heal from it.
Yeah. Yeah. He was right. He was at full health. Yeah. Mm. Massive.
So, to Terminator, if you're Androzot,
Yes.
where do you go next?
Mm. Yeah. Got. I've got a wolf form. Surely. You would think. And ooh. Maybe towards maybe Zagreb. Go yeah, to the east.
Yeah, Zagreb would make a lot of sense. Oh, it's a reckless. Okay. So I assume we'll see a stake here. And I assume also that Androzot will try to get some Fang points.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh, a
presumably that
Garlic.
means Van Helsing's got. Oh,
Well, that's definitely going to help him stop the Fang points.
garlic farmers using what they have to hand, I guess.
Yeah. Oh,
But
wow.
that's
Huh.
wow, revealed what he has.
Uh-oh. Bullets? No. So this makes it a little
Uh,
tricky. Um, I'm just going to have to decide if he wants to risk the fangs or it's hard to do damage here. Strength? Huh. This maybe there's no stake here. That doesn't
hmm.
that doesn't seem like the case, but hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't really hurt Scotsword to play it that way. And if you can save the stake, great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm expecting Scotsword to keep up the. Oh, escape is missed. Interesting. Yeah. I kind of think that he does have the stake, notwithstanding all that back
Mm,
and forth.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Because was Seward still delayed, or could he have got on instead? So if that's the case, he chose to take put Van Helsing on so, instead of Seward,
I'm not sure.
or was he delayed so he couldn't? I can't remember.
I can't remember if he was delayed the turn before or was delayed that turn.
Mm. Mm.
Godalming stakes a saboteur. Okay, that's a win for Andrezot.
Oh,
He does have a
yeah.
rifle. Okay, so we know that Godalming has a rifle, a stake, and a horse.
Mm.
There's the
Yeah.
stake.
So not too strong. Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah. There it goes.
Um.
Okay, I'm back in the game now, so hopefully it'll work now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see where Andrezot goes now. I could see if he had gone to Zagreb, a wolf from Zagreb could be good. If he went to Genoa or Venice, going down the boot could be good. Even
Mm.
yeah, I think I would like one of those two approaches. Um,
Mm.
because if you're
No,
trying
not
to
all
go
coming.
north through Germany, you could easily get teamed up on. And if you try to go east around
Mm.
Mina, that would be kind of slow, and again, you could get teamed up on. And you'd have to go through.
Yeah,
Uh,
was yeah, really doing well to save the wolf form. Yeah, I would have probably triggered it by now, but
yeah,
no,
you know,
he's playing calm. He's playing calm.
Geo in the chat says he went to Florence, which I think could make a lot of sense. Because the nice thing is, okay,
Mm.
aristocratic. All right.
Fair enough.
Pity
Yeah.
we didn't get a stake used on that, but that's okay. It gives Amjad a little bit more breathing room if he is going down the boot.
Mm.
The nice thing about going down the boot is you have the choice of either you can split the map after if you leave from Turanian, um,
Yeah.
or you can shorten your sea voyage a little bit by just going through Adriatic, which isn't the worst thing in the world. So,
Yeah. So good. Yeah. Options.
and
Mm.
it's inconvenient for the hunters to deal with stuff on the boot. So, yeah, it could be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scotsword typically is a, take his time, clear the trail efficiently kind of a player.
Mm.
He doesn't
Yeah.
tend to go for the early fights. Ooh, he tosses a stake. I guess that makes sense to
Oh.
keep his gun. He doesn't want to be without a weapon. I get that.
Mm,
But that means there's only
yeah.
one stake left and Godalming has it. So if I'm Andrezot, I'm thinking, okay, let's
Oh,
play
yeah.
as many vamps as I can. Because the hunters are going to have a hard time with them.
Get him down.
I'm
Yeah.
expecting a scan here.
Oh, that scan. That's good.
Now, I assume if the scan
Mm.
is Italy, that it means he's gone down the boot, but there is still a little bit of a chance that he could be in Geneva or Zurich right now.
Mm.
Okay.
Or Venice, but
Yeah.
yeah, that would be Wolves. Escape route showing on Mina.
Yep. Not in Italia. So that
Oh, okay.
means the universe of where Dracula could be as
Mm.
well.
Mm.
He could be as far
It's
as
gone north, basically.
Prague when the scan happened, or he could be in Leipzig,
Yeah.
Cologne, Brussels.
Oh, yeah. Lots.
I can't remember if Paris was checked. He could, if no one was standing on Paris, maybe Le Havre.
Mm. Yeah, because I think Van Helsing was there just now, but
I'm sorry, not Le
mm.
Havre. I'm misreading the spaces. Okay, so now he could be in Vienna, Hamburg, Le Havre. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
it's little horse.
that's as far as he
Yeah,
could be.
horse economy still not perfect.
Nope.
Oh, mm.
Thoroughbred
Not
Ascent
in Munich.
strikes again.
Well, he was, yeah,
Hunters are still supplying.
yeah.
Oh, nice draw.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be nice.
I might try to clear an entire direction. Paris and Brussels. Okay.
Oh, oh, no. Okay.
So he's going east
Yeah, so
or north.
so Paris must be like, yeah, gone Leipzig. Gone through Leipzig, yeah.
Oh, Nuremberg.
Yeah.
Okay, so he could be in Vienna right now.
Oh, yeah.
If Scotsword has
Or,
CG, this should actually be a pretty good time to play it. It's not perfect because there's wolf form,
mm,
right? But if
down
he's
the
in,
hosts. Yeah.
or actually, I guess you wouldn't want to play CG yet. It's not guaranteed he's in Vienna. He could be in Hamburg.
No. Yeah.
It's a good time for Scotsword to draw that Mystic Research.
Yeah. Clear out space in the
Spy.
hand as well. Ooh,
Okay. Only loses a pistol.
not too bad.
Hmm. If okay. Oh, now the wolf form. Interesting. Huh.
Hmm.
My guess is that means he did go to
Wow.
Vienna and he's trying to create some distance, probably by going to Klausenberg. Um,
Mm.
but he could also have made a little circle. Oh, wow. I did not see that coming. Huh. Another fight with Godalme. And he's traded with Mina. He no longer has the stake, so he's going to be a little tougher. But maybe this vamp can soften him up. No Heavenly Host this time.
Mm. Unfortunately, I've lost the game again, so I'm in the dark for the moment.
Okay.
uh,
So in this new Vamp versus Godalming fight, Vamp fanged and Godalming dodged.
okay,
Another fang into an escape. Okay. Oh,
nice.
I never noticed. You can see the little bite on Godalming's neck in the photo of him. I've never noticed that
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. It's a cool little detail, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Well, the unfortunate thing for Andrezot is that he can get double teamed now with Mina. And if I'm Scotsword, I would take that gamble. Scotsword might even be able to get more people on him, right? You know, if he's got a chartered carriage, he could
Mm,
get Seward in.
yeah.
Two, three, four. Yeah, chartered carriage we get Seward in. I don't think Helsing can get in no matter what. But yeah, this could be a 3v1 with the right
Oh
cards.
wow.
And while Drac is at almost full health at 14, uh, oh, yep, he's doing it. He's got the chartered carriage. So
Wow.
I'm rooting for a bad horse on Mina. But she could also have like a sense of emergency or another chartered carriage to moot that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like that wolf formed to Vienna because I was thinking he was there and wolf formed from there. And if I'm Scotsword, of course I'm going to check that, right?
Mm, yes. Yeah. I get that.
Okay, this time Mez first into an escape. I was just going to try to do some damage. Jody's rooting for Scotsword. Yep, I get that. I'm going to hope for a good fight on Andrezot's part. Maybe do some damage, break some weapons. Nice plot on the Vamp, so Andrezot can maybe get Seward down to 5. Maybe. If while this could be a huge game-ending win for Scottsword here, it might not be, right? I mean, Godalming has a bite.
Mm,
They're both going to be within
yeah.
range of like 2. Okay, here's a claw. And to escape, cancel it. Yep. They're both going to be potentially killable. And bats could be quite helpful here too. So this is not like without risk for Scottsword, especially if it ends up being a 2v1.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. So I didn't realise my technical difficulties were coming up on the chat the whole time. I'm
Yeah,
watching your stream again. Um,
that's all right.
um, I know Peter Wizard has been um, someone who does that quite a bit in the past. I've been told by Scott Sword coming in and out due to technical.
So we had a
Uh,
Fang into a dodge, and now we're on round 5. Let's see. This time we have a Claw into an escape. Okay, so Seward's at 5.
no, not bad.
Yep, that's the best Anjak could have hoped for from that combat. So both Godama can be killed with a mesmerize and then a bite, or with 2 claws. Seward can be killed with 2 claws.
Mm,
Um, let's see what happens with
yeah, it's
Mina.
not.
Can Mina get in? No. Instead, she tries to stake what could be a vamp. Okay. So 2v1, this, let's see if there's anything used before the combat. A garlic wreath. Ooh, that's tricky.
Ooh.
The tough thing about that is that if Stewart has a gun, um, you could be in trouble because you're gonna have to decide whether you want to um, like strengthen thinking it's a gun, or he could play heavily host to be fairly protected. Tricky situation. So what does
Yeah,
Andrezot do?
yeah, this is not.
Like if Scotsword plays heavenly host, then gun with Seward, he'd be very hard to kill. And if Godalming has a knife, Godalming could
Mm,
also be very hard to kill.
yeah, this is pivotal. Yeah.
That garlic wreath could be a big problem. Hmm.
Wrong thing.
Um, does Seward have double gun and bullets, or does he have a heavenly host and a gun? I think he's gonna have one of those combos.
Mm.
No player has played a card yet. They're all thinking very hard about this. Rightly so.
Yeah, 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 sure.
And then the other question for Andrezot is he going to want to try to escape as a bat after 2 turns if he can? Or does he want to try for a kill?
Yeah,
Okay, he's going for Seward.
yeah. That's the. Mm,
Strength. Is it a gun or the Heavenly Host? It's a dodge. Okay. That makes sense. Bait out the strength. Godalming also dodges. Okay. What does that mean?
okay.
So they both dodge, and Drac loses his strength against it. So maybe
Mm,
that
surely
means
weapons.
that might mean they're trying to save their weapons for would it be round 3 when he can escape his bat? That might be what they're thinking.
Mm, yeah, it was around 3. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Drac is going for Godalming with a Mesmerize into a rifle. Okay,
Oh,
it's not. That makes sense. And Seward plays a rifle as well. Bullets? No bullets. Not bad for Dracula
not
right
well.
there.
No. No.
Now,
Yeah,
now the question is,
yeah.
do you
Take that.
try to escape his bat? Do you try to fang Godalming, hoping he doesn't have a knife? Hmm,
Mm,
tricky.
yeah, because they both used anti-escape as back items that round. So yeah.
There's no Aggie. You could try to claw Seward to make him more susceptible to the um, to take off his garlic wreath. The claw would remove the garlic wreath if you hit him. Would make him easier to kill.
Yeah.
Once again, none of the hunters have played a card yet. It's a tough thing to think about for both of them.
Yeah.
If you're Drac and you can play anything right now, what would you play?
Oh, don't know. You don't know what he's got, do we? he could have. He could have precisely what he doesn't want. But yeah, I'd probably try and escape his bat. I think. Um.
Yeah, we could see a double dodge. I don't know.
Mm,
I'd be torn between clawing Seward or strength and Godalming, I think. I think Scotsword really wants to prevent the
mm,
escape as bat.
yeah, yeah, sure.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not seeing any more
Wow.
action. I assume they're all still thinking.
Yeah.
Wonder if
We
I should
think so.
say
Yeah.
something. You know what? Nope, I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm going to give it another minute or two.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're thinking. Gotta be. So.
Yeah. Scotsword just picked Godalming's card. Drac and Seward still have to pick. And then what if it's he was thinking that long because Godalming has the other heavenly host? He's going to play that.
Oh. Yeah.
That wouldn't
It
be
could be.
crazy
It's a laugh on it.
because
Mm,
you wouldn't want to give that to. Okay, Drac is going for Seward. It is a claw into a
mm,
knife. Okay,
mm,
so now we know Seward has a rifle, a knife, and a
mm,
knife.
yeah.
A rifle, a knife, and horse. Okay, Seward is down to
Mm.
one health. Knife,
Wow.
and it is the heavenly host from Godalming.
Whoa.
So now we're in a tricky situation where, um, given what they have, Seward could die, or
Yeah.
um, I think the hunters probably try to escape here, and Drac maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, he can't escape his bat safely right now. So does Seward have another item? No. Okay. So what do you do now? Drac could still. Drac
Mm,
is not out of any card.
mm,
So hmm. Godalming is mesmerized, right?
yeah.
So you could
So you
try to
could
bite him.
go either of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But of course, Seward's got a pistol that he could use. But
Um. Hmm. Yeah. Very tough call here.
yeah, could well have great strength. Yeah, Geordie. Yeah. But,
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Great strength.
mm,
I mean, play this wrong and Dracula could kill both of them. This is a very tricky combat.
yeah.
Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen such a like a
Yeah.
combat that could turn
Precarious.
on anything.
Yeah.
Okay, he's
Oh.
going
Oh.
for
Yeah.
Godalming. What is it? Fang into a dodge. Oh no.
Oh,
Ugh.
yeah. Good call.
Well, and it's another dodge. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing
Yeah.
for
Yeah. Okay.
Andrezot though is that Godalming can't do that again. So you can
Mm-hmm.
fang him with impunity if you want. You can you can't claw
If
Seward
you
with
draw
impunity,
it,
but
yeah.
you can guarantee the kill on Godalming if you fang right now, right? Because he has a gun, right? Or did he have the?
Mm,
Yeah, he's the gun.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If you have the other fang, which may be a big
Mhm.
if.
Yes.
Um, the fact that he's taken his time with this
Another
makes
big
me
one.
think maybe Andrezot doesn't have the second fang.
Yeah. Mm.
And if you don't have the second fang, then what?
Mm.
I mean, if you don't have the second fang,
Mm.
you could be dead. You might have to escape his miss, maybe,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
or strength Seward. But then
Yeah,
you might
strength third,
be,
that's what I was thinking,
yeah.
but then Godalming still. Wow.
But strengthening Seward, if there is great strength, you could die from that, right? Because if there's great strength, you strength Seward.
Mm.
Or would no, that would cancel the
Yeah.
weapon though.
Yeah. Oh right, yeah. Yeah, it would, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Um, you can cut the tension
Tense.
with a
So
knife.
tense. It's it's only like only Thursday week 2, it's not it feels like it's later in the game, but
Yeah.
there's so many difficult decisions
All
for both
right.
players.
Let's see what we got. Another fang into a rifle. Oh, and if there's great strength. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh-oh. There is
yeah,
great strength.
here is okay.
Man. So
Oh, he's got
Godalming's out
some
of the
health back.
fight into a knife.
Hmm.
So now, um, you could. So we have a 1 health Seward versus a 4 health Drac. Drac could
Yeah.
play Escape as Bat, hoping that Seward doesn't want to die. That's probably what I think is going to happen here. Um, but if Seward risks trying to combat the Escape as Bat, he could die to his strength.
Mm. Yeah. Defend or attack? What do you escape or attack?
My guess is that Seward's going to dodge. Um, and the worst case scenario for
Yeah.
him is that a vampire gets wiped, and the wolf form will get wiped too, but you've done a ton of damage. Um,
Mm. Yeah. He's. Yeah.
and then if you're Andrezot, you have to decide: do you want to, try that?
Mm.
Maybe make a play for the castle to heal, or do you want to escape his bet somewhere
Mm.
else and maybe try to survive some other way and heal up through maybe soil and feed and hope to obfuscate?
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Still so early in this game. We can't. It's like there's no. You can't just go to sea and yeah, and his health is so low. Yeah. So,
He will probably have some fog soon if he doesn't already, so that could be helpful.
mm. Yes.
Man, what a
Can't see the
tough,
dark
tough
hole yet.
combat.
Yeah. Grueling.
Okay. They're both playing and mesmerize.
Oh,
Wow. He must not
oh, right.
he must not have had a strength. Oh well.
Yeah, or
Oof.
anything useful.
Well, that
Oh,
puts him in a
yeah,
very
wow, wow.
tricky spot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oof. So Andrezot now has to decide,
Yeah,
do you go for the castle or not?
yeah,
Although we could see that path cut off with the CG right now. Fingers crossed it's not that.
yeah, yeah, and wow.
But you know, I have seen Dracula survive from tougher situations than this. It is still possible to pull this off.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Helsing and Godalming are trading. Wonder what that's about.
Hmm. Hmm. If Mina or Sword has a blood transfusion, then it might come in useful here.
Yeah, that's true. The one time it could be useful.
Yeah. Probably not on Sword because his health is so low already, but
I guess the one other thing to think about here is that if you get a fog off and you get a 1v1, you might be able to heal a little bit off the combat since there's still no Sister Agatha. So that's another way to stay in
hmm.
this.
Still no allies. Still no allies been drawn, have they? Yeah.
Okay, we're still not wolf forming. He could be going back to Munich. So he could
He
be in
will.
Munich, he could be in Zagreb, or in Budapest. There's
Yeah.
no CG probably.
Hmm. Do you play that night? If so, I guess. Yeah.
Hmm. Renewed vigor. Okay, makes sense.
Oh.
So with that, we really do need a fog. Um, without a fog, this is almost certainly going to be a dead Dracula, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, not Budapest. It is Zagreb,
Oh.
and there's no fog. Uh,
Wow.
so now I guess Scotsword's thinking about whether to heal or supply, and probably also thinking about who to send in. Because if you are worried about fog, maybe you only send in the person with forewarned. Okay. Oh, it's only a reckless. Okay, well, I
Ooh.
think that we're SOL
Mm,
here.
yeah. Well,
Oh, I was,
Dracula's as
yeah.
healthy as my interpretation.
All right. So I think this is guaranteed GG. But let's see who else can get in.
Mm.
Alrighty then. Looks like the wish for
Some.
a finals tiebreaker is looking increasingly likely.
Mm, yes. More FOD, lovely. That's what we want.
No ambush on Zurich. It's unfortunate. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Harker. We don't need that.
Nope.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So Mina, I can't remember what Mina has.
Mina, yeah.
I don't think it matters. I don't think there's a way to win this with this level of health.
No. No. Escape route, yeah. Of course. Yeah.
But give it your best shot. See if you can do some damage.
Yeah.
Go out swinging.
Yeah.
Claws into a gun. Yep. That's GG. All right. Well played,
GG.
gentlemen. We'll have to do start thinking about the tiebreaker.
Well played. Yep. Yeah, that's something for you to think about, yes. Lots of thinking to be done.
That wild guess on Vienna killed me. Was it wild?
Hmm. God, you're
Alrighty
still
then.
the only one in the chat, Geordie. Wow. No
Yep.
one else here, just us.
Yep. Just as congrats, Geo / Jordy. Congrats, Scotsword. Good job, Andrezot. We'll figure out what to do in the
Yeah,
tiebreaker.
yeah, well played.
All right. Uh,
Hmm.
well, I'm gonna call it now. Thank
Very
you
best of.
for
Yep.
coming in the clutch and
Oh,
co-commenting with me. It's been a lot of fun. Any
no
parting
worries,
thoughts?
yes.
Any
That's
parting
been
thoughts before I
fun.
wrap this up?
No, but very best of luck in the Unifido. Hope you hope you do well.
Appreciate it. All right, stream. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Catch you next time.